I'll be singing Vanilla Ice Cream from She Loves Me, and I'm Morgan. Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. But together, you and I will laugh at last night someday. Ice cream. He bought me ice cream. Vanilla ice cream, imagine that. Ice cream, and for the first time we were together, we found us bad. Friendly, he was so friendly, that isn't like him, I'm simply stunned. Will wonders never cease, will wonders never cease. It's been a most peculiar day. Will wonders never cease, will wonders never cease. Where was I? I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. Yes, but together you and I will laugh at last night someday. I sat there waiting in that cafe and never guessing that you were fat. Oh no, that's not very nice. You were near, you were outside looking bald. That's still not it. Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. Last night, I was so nasty. Well, he deserved it, but even so, that George is not like this George. This is a new George that I don't know. Somehow, it all reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. For right before my eyes, a man that I despise has turned into a man I like. It's almost like a dream, as strange as it may seem. He's came to offer me ice Good, yeah.
You have your cheering section.
Yeah.
Way to go. That's really sweet. Oh wow, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you so
Oh my gosh.
much.
Okay, well I'm going to jump right into. I call this the gesture exercise. This thing that I kind of developed it. It's something I'm going to do. It's going to be probably ridiculous.
Okay.
But I want you to do what I'm doing while you're singing.
Okay.
And then you might be surprised at how some funny stuff comes out of this.
Okay.
So what this does is, you know, we don't walk through life going like this. Well, most of us don't walk through life. See you later. I'm going to go catch the train. I'll catch you guys tomorrow when we go to church. Thanks for the lemonade. Love you guys. Give my love to Noreen. No. So the thing that happens is that's why it gets better when you get older, when you're an actor, because this is your instrument, and this is a bowl of chili. Isn't chili better after it's been sitting in the back of the stove? Right? Seriously. So, you know, this is about your body. I want you to feel, I want you to know that your body can tell the story. Beyond informing what the lyrics are, like okay, this isn't what you did, okay? But let's say, you can stay up here. But let's say I'm going, I'm nervous. The song is like, I'm nervous, I'm scared, and I'm nervous, and I'm scared, and I'm nervous. Okay, well that's one way to do it. If I was talking about being scared and nervous, yes, but it's more interesting to play the opposite. Actually, you want to have like a whole big hand of cards, all kinds of different combinations. But I always love to play the opposite. So let's say that you're not flustered. You are sober as a judge. You're not flustered, and you don't even know that you're in love yet, because it's very businesslike for you. I mean, you're writing this down. Does anybody ever do that? I think that this character is very controlling. And so, but I think the comedy comes from, I think I just hurt myself, hitting myself. Like you're writing, and then, but wait, this happened. But I'm just going to go back and, this is kind of boring, this part. But wait, he did this. I think that it really is that obvious, where, give them your profile and then. See what I mean? Yeah. So let's try some of that gesture exercise. Now, if, you probably know the song really well, you've sung it a lot, but if for some reason you go up on your lyrics, that's a good thing. I'll give you a gold star.
Okay.
You can't do it on purpose, but it just means that you kind of forget what you normally do, and that's great, because we want to kind of hack through a new path here, just so you have more than one choice, that's all. I mean, you really want to try to have as many choices, like if you're walking down the path of your performance, and you see those 10 different paths you can take, you're like, ooh, it's great. You can go and do it how you always did it. You can do it how I helped you do it, and then you can do it some other way that you haven't done yet, and then you can jump in between them as far as the choices that you make and the things that you're playing. So that's all just philosophy. So let's start from the beginning, and if you go up on your lyrics, don't worry. It just means that you walked into a room you've never been in before,
Yeah.
and you forgot that we were out here, and that's always good, because when we love a song and it lives in our heart, we know it so well, but it knows us better than we know it. So you can always keep discovering more about that song. And that's why it's so important to choose a song that's worthy of your devotion. Really, really, really important to choose the right material. And you picked a perfect song. Great song. So we'll start at the beginning. I'll just stand right in front of you so you don't have to worry about what is she doing. And just try to mirror me.
Okay.
The mirror exercise.
Absolutely.
As much as you can. And are you able to hear everything?
Oh yeah, perfect, yeah.
All right.
Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. But together, you and I will laugh at last night someday. Ice cream, he bought me ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Imagine that, ice cream, and for the first time we were together without a spat. Friendly, he was so friendly that isn't like him. I'm simply stunned. Will wonders never cease? Will wonders never cease? Ice cream was a peculiar day. Will wonders never cease? Will wonders never cease? Where was I? Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way, but together you and I will laugh at night someday. I sat there waiting in that cafe and never guessing that you were fat, that you were near, you were outside looking bald. My dear friend, I am so sorry
plug into one or two things or more that you're like, that's actually kind of great. I kind of like. The thing, when I was joking before about doing this, is your limbs aren't used to being out here. We don't put our limbs out here like this in real life. So, to be comfortable with something on stage, you want to try to do it as much off stage as you can. That's why rehearsal is so important to do rehearsal on your own, not just when everybody gets together in rehearsal. You do it when you wake up and before you go to bed at night. It just means that you're going to be that much further ahead and that much more integrated when everybody gets together in the room. You're going to be the one who, when they say, take a break, everybody goes off and looks at their phones and gets snacks and stuff, and you go over to the corner and you go, and then you go over to the choreographer and say, after the break, can I ask you a question about, that's how you spend your break? Oh man, you can do that. Because you'll be the only person doing it. And it's not just that you're going to be like, everyone's going to go, wow, why is she thinks she's better than everybody. Well, maybe because you are. Meaning, like, when you're an actor, it's not about your ego. That's where we get caught when we're starting out. It's not anything about your ego. And there is no competition. There is no competition for you. There's only one Morgan. So your job is to be the best Morgan that you can be and to realize there is no competition. And if you compete, you don't get very far. You never work again because you have to work together and make it work as a team. That's a secret. So when you're in when you're in the waiting room and people are acting weird and you don't want to get sucked into that competitive thing because it's not real. Lewis knows it too. Go into the vacuum stall and close the door and go. And act like you just won something, and when you walk out of there, you're going to have the best audition, and just realize that, they have a little bit further to go than you, that's all. Because this is about you. It's not about anybody but you. You only compete with yourself in this. So thanks for letting me give you a little mini speech, and you can sit down now, because what I wanted you to see was, when you put your limbs out in the air, your body gets used to being out there, your limbs start to get into on the action of the story, and they start to tell the story. They start to tell a little bit of the story. Like, you kind of know what I want to do right now with the lyric, even though I'm not talking because of what my body's doing. Like, come on, come on. Something's coming, something good. Maybe tonight. Come on, something. So your body starts to tell a little bit of the story. The only thing that you have to remember is when you start using your limbs, because you kind of stayed in one place. You get out of breath because it takes oxygen to use your limbs. So that's why you go back to breathing again and exercising your breath control and learning more and more about how you can manage your breath. But I have to have you sit down now. I wish I could spend a whole hour.
Thank you.